Guys, welcome to a new video. I hope you're doing good, and I executed a really nice position on the S&P 500 today, which made me over $2,300, and I will show you now what I did this morning. I executed the position in London session, like I said yesterday in the video. I also trade London session because London session also often has a pretty good price action, and to be honest, I executed my two best trades in London session, so I really like trading US indices in London session. But yeah, let's start with the recap of what I saw this morning. On the Nasdaq, we tapped into this 1 hour fair value gap, and we can see that we have a SMT with the S&P 500, which is definitely the stronger asset. Let's get to this candle. You see, we are definitely way stronger on the S&P 500. So it was pretty obvious for me. If I want to take a long position, I will take it on the S&P 500. And yeah, this tap into this 1 hour fair value gap was my first sign of looking for an entry. We are in the 1 hour time frame now. Let's go down to the M15 time frame and let's see what we can spot. So first of all, we're looking at the S&P 500 and we inverse two fair value gaps, this fair value gap, and we inversed that M15 fair value gap, and we also got a change in state of delivery at this point. So many confluences that price will go higher. Let's see, or let's look at the Nasdaq. What we can see also inverse fair value gaps, and we built a really nice rejection block on the Nasdaq, which was also another confluence for me that price could react. Yeah, let's go down to the M1 time frame and let's search for the time where I executed my position. So price came further down, and now we are at the point where I executed my position. So this is the time where I executed, and we can see that we got a beautiful reaction on the Nasdaq. We tapped into this breaker block and we got a V-shape recovery and also inversed these M1 fair value gaps. So I wanted to see that we inverse this M1 fair value gap on the S&P 500, and at the moment where we get the inverse, I will enter my position. So let's go further, and we see with this candle close, we inversed that fair value gap. So that was my entry. I executed a market order, put my stop loss below this low, and my target was this high. And I moved my stop loss to break even at this point because we tapped into another fair value gap. So I saw a possibility that price rejects on that fair value gap and that we are coming down further. That's why I moved my stop loss to break even at this point. In my opinion, it also makes sense to move your stop loss to break even really fast because you get a really high win rate. I have like 80% win rate, and just because I executed my long positions always on the stronger asset, my short positions always on the weaker asset, and because I move my stop loss to break even really fast. Yeah, let's see what price did. We are coming higher, and with the next candle we are getting above this candle. So I moved my stop loss to the break even point, and from this point we are just getting higher, and you see we liquidated that high. So my take profit was triggered and I made about 1.5 R with this trade, which is $2,315. Tomorrow is a bank holiday, and I will also trade tomorrow the London session. And if I don't catch a trade in London session, I will also trade the New York session. I know most people are not trading on bank holidays, but in my experience, there are also a lot of nice setups and bank holidays. And to be honest, I catched one of my best trades on a bank holiday. So yeah, once you understand price action, you can trade on bank holidays. You can trade at any sessions. It doesn't matter if you once understand the context and the price action. Yeah, you can trade everything, and that's what I like about trading. I hope you learned something with this trade recap. If you liked it, leave a like, leave a subscription, and I will see you in the next video.